taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Fresno State's offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So USC's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Creates a little space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
And the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff.
Turning it on! Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Briggs. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Owens. Dumps it off in the flats. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Peters. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. With the catch, it's Wells. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Decimals rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one deep. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back to pass. It's Owens. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fresno State. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Washington State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gets it out fast. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Owens. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He caught it. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Getting set for the point after. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as well.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. While Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes a connection. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To go up top. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the point after is good. On the run from inside his own 5. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to pass, it's Owens. Got it set up on the outside.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Looking to scramble. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from it, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Cherry. And he was off to the races, finally tipped up at the 36.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Back to throw, it's Owens. He's got it. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. And the defense drags him down. And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
Touchdown, USC! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Trojan. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take.
Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be a draw. Powers through the defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Now the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great. Defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Using the quick game. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's reeled in. It's Cherry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fresno State right back to the line.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit incompletions, David, they need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock. Give them.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still moving forward. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Got it in the middle, it's Cherry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Owens. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it. That's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Fires and picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, USC.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has been just boom.